Hello and welcome to the channel, where today we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating archaeological breakthroughs of our time, a hidden Roman stairway uncovered in Pompeii that's peeling back layers of history and revealing what experts are calling the lost Pompeii. Imagine a thriving ancient city frozen in time by a catastrophic volcanic eruption nearly 2,000 years ago. Its streets, homes, and secrets buried under meters of ash and rock. For centuries, we've marveled at the preserved ruins of Pompeii, from its colorful frescoes and everyday artifacts to the haunting casts of its doomed residents. But what if I told you that much of the city, the upper floors, the towers, the skyline that once defined this bustling Roman hub, has been lost to us until now? Thanks to cutting-edge digital archaeology, researchers are reconstructing these vanished structures, and the results are rewriting our understanding of life in one of history's most iconic doomed cities. Buckle up, because this story combines ancient mystery, modern tech, and a dash of architectural detective work that's as thrilling as any Indiana Jones adventure. Let's set the scene. It's AD 79 in the shadow of Mount Vesuvius, a volcano that had been rumbling ominously for days. Pompeii, a prosperous port city in southern Italy, was home to around 12,000 people. Merchants, artisans, slaves, and elites living in a vibrant mix of luxury villas, bustling markets, and public baths. On August 24th, the mountain erupted in a fury of fire and ash, spewing molten rock and poisonous gases that buried the city under up to 20 feet of debris in just a day. Some residents fled in terror. Others sheltered in place, hoping for the best, but thousands perished, their bodies preserved in eerie plaster casts that still haunt visitors today. The eruption was so complete that Pompeii vanished from maps for over 1,500 years, rediscovered only in 1748, when workers digging a canal stumbled upon its ruins. Since then, excavations have unearthed a time capsule of Roman life. Bakeries with loaves still in ovens, gladiator barracks, erotic frescoes in brothels, and even graffiti on walls complaining about overpriced wine. It's like walking through a ghost town where the ghosts left everything behind. But here's the catch. Not everything survived intact. While the ground floors of buildings were perfectly preserved under the ash blanket, the upper levels, wooden floors, balconies, and entire stories, rotted away over centuries, leaving archaeologists with incomplete puzzles. For years, we assumed Pompeii was a mostly single-story sprawl, but new evidence suggests it was a vertical city too, with towering structures that signaled wealth and status. Enter the Pompeii Reset Project, a groundbreaking collaboration between the Archaeological Park of Pompeii and Humboldt University of Berlin, using 21st century tech to resurrect these lost layers. Led by Dr. Suzanne Muth and Park Director Gabriel Zuchtriegel, the team is employing LiDAR scans, drones, photogrammetry, and AI-driven 3D modeling to digitally rebuild what time erased. And their latest find? A monumental stone stairway in a luxurious villa that hints at a forgotten tower rising above the ancient skyline. The breakthrough came in the Casa del Tiaso, or House of the Thiasos, one of Pompeii's most opulent residences, likely owned by a powerful family. Excavated recently, this sprawling home boasts banquet halls opening onto garden courtyards, private thermal baths, and intricate mosaics that scream elite status. But during a 2022 field trip, Muth noticed something odd, a massive stone staircase leading up from the ground floor, with indentations in the walls suggesting a second wooden staircase, once extended even higher. This wasn't just an extra room, Muth explained in the study's publication. The clues pointed to a tower, a symbol of prestige that would have dominated the neighborhood view. Towers were common in rural Roman villas for banquets with panoramic vistas, but finding one inside the city walls? That's revolutionary. Ancient texts like Pliny the Younger's descriptions of sunset viewing towers, or Emperor Nero watching Rome burn from a garden tower, suddenly feel more real when applied to urban Pompeii. To confirm their theory, the team went full CSI. Pompeii. Drones buzz overhead capturing high-res aerial scans. LiDAR lasers pierce through vegetation and shadows to map every inch of the ruins in 3D. Thousands of close-range photos were stitched into photogrammetry models, creating digital twins so accurate you can zoom in on individual brick cracks. Beam holes in the walls? Those held wooden floors now long decayed. Patterns in the masonry? Clues to lost balconies and upper windows. By layering these data points, the researchers virtually rebuilt the house layer by layer, hypothesizing a third-floor tower that would have offered sweeping views of the Gulf of Naples and the bustling streets below. Imagine hosting a sunset feast up there, wine flowing, slaves serving delicacies, while the city sprawled beneath like a living map. Or stargazing for astrological omens, a popular Roman pastime, despite imperial bans. But this isn't just about one fancy house. The discovery flips Pompeii's script. We thought it was a flat, sprawling suburb. Now it looks more like a vertical metropolis with skyline punctuations of power. Reconstructing lost architecture gives a nuanced understanding of ancient life, Muth said. Towers weren't just pretty. They were status symbols, practical for ventilation in hot summers, and even religious, with clear sight lines for bird omens or rituals. And get this, Roman regulations might explain why they were rare in cities. Temples needed unobstructed views for auspices, divining from bird flight, so height limits kept private buildings low. But elite families, ever the rule breakers, found ways to build up, imitating grand country villas. The project's tech is the real star. Traditional archaeology relies on sketches and scale models, but digital tools catch errors invisible in 2D. 3D models must be accurate from every angle, Muth noted. Game engines like Unity even let users walk through virtual reconstructions, experiencing a candlelit banquet or the oppressive heat of a slave bakery. It's immersive history, no time machine required. Yet Pompeii's preservation is a double-edged sword. 1/3 of the city remains buried, a deliberate choice to leave something for future tech. Climate change threatens to expose ruins. Heavier rains erode frescoes. Rising seas salt the soil tourists 3 million yearly. We're down mosaics. Digital twins preserve it all forever, even as the physical site battles entropy. Broader implications? Pompeii isn't alone. From Neolithic cattle stacked homes to medieval Italy's tower forests, vertical living shaped human history. Evidence of taller buildings exists if you look, said archaeologist Daniel Diffendale. This could inspire reconstructions worldwide, turning flat ruins into 3D cities. As Pompeii Reset expands, next up, more houses, full block models, it reminds us history isn't static. It's a puzzle we're still solving, piece by digital piece. If this blew your mind, drop a volcano emoji below, smash like for more ancient mysteries, and subscribe. The next dig could change everything again. See you next time. Stay curious.